The Time Traveler's Heart. I never expected to be swept away on a journey through time, and certainly not by accident. As a time traveler from the distant future, my life revolved around exploring the annals of history, observing events from a safe distance, and never interfering with the course of time. But fate had different plans for me when a malfunction in my time capsule sent me hurtling back to a bygone era. Disoriented and disheartened by my predicament, I found myself stranded in the 19th century, a time of grandeur and complexity. I was cautious not to alter the past, for I knew the devastating consequences it could have on the future. Yet, amidst my attempts to return home, I found myself captivated by the charm and allure of this era. It was in the picturesque town of Willowbrook that I met her, Isabel. With her radiant smile and enchanting hazel eyes, she seemed like an ethereal being from another realm. Her laughter was like a sweet symphony echoing through the cobbled streets, and her spirit was as free as the wind. Isabel had a profound love for life and an innate curiosity that mirrored my own. As we spent more time together, I realized that Isabel had a unique way of seeing the world. She appreciated the simple joys, finding wonder in the smallest things, like a blossoming flower or the flickering of a candle. I had become so focused on my mission that I had forgotten to savor the beauty of existence itself. Her outlook on life began to awaken something deep within me, emotions I had long buried to remain focused on my task. I had never allowed myself to be vulnerable, afraid that love would be a hindrance in my pursuit of knowledge. But Isabel was changing everything, defying the boundaries of time and reason. As the days turned into weeks, our bond grew stronger, and I was torn between my desire to return to my own time and the yearning to be with her. The heartache was unbearable, for I knew that staying in the past could have dire consequences for the future. But the thought of leaving Isabel behind was equally unbearable. One evening, as we strolled along the moonlit riverbank, I finally confided in her about my true identity. To my surprise, she didn't recoil in disbelief or fear. Instead, she held my hand and looked into my eyes with understanding. "Your heart may be from the future, but it beats in the present. And that's what matters," she said, her voice soft and reassuring. "Love knows no boundaries of time or space. I believe that we are meant to be together, no matter the obstacles we face." Her words filled me with hope and courage, and for a fleeting moment, I allowed myself to believe in the impossible. We vowed to cherish our time together, making the most of every second, even though I knew it could alter the course of history irreversibly. But, as our love bloomed, I began to notice subtle changes in the world around us. The past seemed to shift and ripple like a mirage, and I realized that my presence was indeed causing ripples in the fabric of time. Panic set in, and I knew that I had to make a choice that would break either my heart or the course of history. In the end, I couldn't bear the thought of losing Isabel, no matter the cost. We decided to embrace our love fully, consequences be damned. And so we held on to each other, savoring every stolen moment of joy, love, and passion. As the world around us continued to change, I could feel the consequences of my actions closing in on us. But the strength of our love was unwavering, and together, we faced the uncertainty that lay ahead. In the end, our love defied time and the rules of the universe. We chose to believe that our connection was meant to be, that love could conquer even the most formidable obstacles. And as we held each other, entwined in a timeless embrace, I knew that I would trade the future for this love any day. As the consequences of my actions finally caught up with us, and reality began to blur, I whispered 3 words to Isabel that echoed across time and space. "I love you." And in that moment, as our destinies entwined, I knew that our love story would transcend time, etching its mark on the fabric of the universe, forever remembered as the time traveler's heart.